Hello guys, I am here in the last day in Lebanon in my vacation, and I thought maybe it's good to shoot one video here. It has been a long time I haven't shot any video or uploaded any one. In today's video is gonna be short, but it's gonna be the test for the ZV-E10 sensor and the stability and rolling shutter issues in it, and see if this rolling shutter can be reduced using the 1080p rather than 4K, and how much of improvement we can get using the 1080p option. And I'm thinking to test also 4K in normal mode and 4K using HLG picture profile, see if the computational power needed for processing the image will be reduced using a picture profile, because the colors are compressed. Maybe we will need less computational power for the image and reduce the rolling shutter in 4K. So let's go and test this little monster here. Test 1, 4K 30 in normal mode, no active stabilization. So this is somehow a normal vlogging situation with a normal tripod without any gimbal. So this is the quality you can get from it. I will also compare the footage with Catalyst Browse software to see how much of improvement we can also get using this Catalyst Browse software. How much of improvement we can get when you are using the active stabilization mode, the digital stabilization, and the camera, and if it's worth it to lose around 44% of the image just to get a smoother and a better footage. So this now is the footage without any picture profile. So this is on the standard or the off picture profiles, and the others that I shot before was using HLG-3 picture profile. This test now without any picture profile, but full HD 1080p 30, and hopefully this mode will reduce the rolling shutter and we have a better stabilization. Look here, my mom prepared the coffee and some cake, homemade cake. It's gonna be delicious, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so let's now jump for the active stabilization mode. And now with active stabilization mode in 1080p, how is the footage? I have to look at it later and decide whether we have some kind of improvements or it's just not worth it to use it, and we would really need a gimbal or the Catalyst Browse to have a smoother footage. Yeah, the weather in Lebanon is amazing. Hope I can stay here longer, but I have to go back and work. Why not also test this little monster using 1080p 30, but instead of 50 megabit per second, we have only 16 megabit per second, so we have less computational power needed to process the image of this video. I hope this also gives us a better result using this mode. Yeah. So guys, I was checking the first test, the 4K 30p, and I saw that there is a considerable amount of vibration, and the rolling shutter is also present moderately, because I wasn't trying to be as a ninja person, I was trying to be a normal vlogger. So we can say that the rolling shutter is present, but not like some YouTubers advertise it as like really bad. It's a usable footage, but not the best. I think using Catalyst Browse, this footage is gonna be more stabilized, and the rolling shutter, I think we can get rid of 90% of it with a crop factor of 10%. So a good way to get rid of these problems. But if you are like me, using only the tripod or normal tripod without any kind of stabilization, you will get something like this footage, but after processing it in Catalyst Browse, you will have a really good footage, which is usable, but this will need some more processing time when you want to edit, but you get a really good footage. It depends on you if you want to invest more money for a gimbal and get straight away a good footage from the camera, or if you want to invest on your time or lose some time when you are editing and get the intended footage you want. So guys, I was checking the second test and I saw that using active stabilization mode is not worth it because you are losing so much information behind you for 44 cropping of your image just to have a little bit of improvement. The improvement that I am seeing right now is not that big to have that amount of 44% of cropping. For me, if you ask me how the best way to shoot, I would say just shoot it as a normal without any kind of stabilization, and then later using Catalyst Browse to have better footage for just like 10% of cropping. Or as we talked before, get a gimbal and get a straight away intended footage like you want, but active stabilization is not worth it. Now I'm checking how much the picture profile can impact the footage. As I'm seeing right now, using 4K 30 without any kind of picture profile or with HLG-3, I'm seeing no difference, so just shoot at any type of picture profile, and yeah, no impact on the processing power that needed because of that picture profile. Whoa guys, that 1080p impact is huge. I'm really seeing better footage straight away directly from the camera concerning stabilization and especially the rolling shutter. I think if you want something like decent directly from this camera, just go straight away for the full HD, because not that much people can notice the difference of resolution between 4K and 1080p. So just take it and shoot directly in 1080p. You will have smaller size footage of couple of megabytes, and then you will have smoother footage, but you will lose some quality. If you are not caring so much about the quality and more about the feasibility, just go straight away to the 1080p. So I'm now shocked why people they are using active stabilization even in 1080p. I'm seeing a little bit of improvement using the active stabilization, which is not worth it to lose 44% of your surroundings. So please guys, don't use this preset, just go straight away for the off stabilization and then stabilize that later. The last test was to see the difference between 16 megabit per second and 50 megabit per second while using full HD. What I am really noticing that there's a downgrade of resolution. I didn't like that. I'm seeing some improvement concerning rolling shutter and stabilization somehow, but not worth it. So if you want to shoot, just go straight away to that 1080p 50 megabit per second. That's really a common ground for shooting videos. If you want more quality, you have to expect the rolling shutter to be worse, and don't choose the active stabilization, please. Okay guys, that's all for today, and that's all from Lebanon. See you tomorrow in Germany. Don't choose wrong. See you in the next video. Peace.